You don't need to leave your home, quit your job, or go to the mountains to think like a monk. You can live a peaceful, meaningful, and happy life, even in the modern world. The only thing you need to do is train your mind to see ideas, thoughts, and values differently. Now the question is, why should we even try to think like a monk? Shetty explains this beautifully. If you want to innovate, you learn from Elon Musk. If you want to learn business, you study Warren Buffett or Jeff Bezos. If you want to become a great basketball player, you learn from LeBron James or Michael Jordan. In the same way, if you want to train your mind for calm, clarity, discipline, and peace, then you have to learn from a monk, because monks are experts in this field. Calmness, happiness, discipline, clarity, these are the strongest qualities of a monk's mind. And to build these qualities in our own life, Shetty invites us to think like a monk. So let's understand how you can develop a monk mindset. The first and most important step is to find your true identity. Imagine you were standing in front of a mirror, trying to see your face, but the mirror is covered in dust. Will you be able to see yourself clearly? Of course not. Shetty says this mirror is your identity, and the dust on it is the influence of others. Because of this dust, you are unable to see who you really are. When we are influenced by someone's wealth, we start chasing wealth. When we are influenced by someone's looks, we start changing our bodies, styles, and appearances. But you will discover your real identity only when you understand your values. This sounds simple, but in reality, most people don't know their values at all. The people you follow, the people you admire, the people you listen to every day, they have a deep influence on your life. If your favorite celebrity says money equals success, you start running after money. If someone else says wealth is everything, your mindset changes again, and slowly, without realizing it, you start living someone else's identity. Taking inspiration and learning from others is not wrong, but the real question is, what are your own internal values? The content you consume every day, news, movies, television shows, video games, social media, all of this creates what Shetty calls external noise. This noise constantly tells you what to do, what to think, and how to live. To find your true identity, you need to clear this noise. Shetty explains that values are of two types: higher values and lower values. Higher values lead to happiness, fulfillment, and meaning. Lower values lead to anxiety, depression, and suffering. Your values are reflected clearly in three areas: how you spend your free time, how you act, and how you spend your money. To discover your real values, suggests two practices. The first is self-audit. Observe yourself honestly. What do you do in your free time? How much time do you spend on social media? Where does your money actually go? Your behavior reveals your values more truthfully than your words. The second practice is self-isolation. Choose a place with no people, no phone, no laptop, no distractions. In that silence, ask yourself important questions. What do I truly believe in? What feels right and wrong to me? Do the people around me support my values? Ask yourself one powerful question. By spending time with this person, am I moving closer to the person I want to become or further away? When you give yourself time and stillness, the dust of influence slowly clears, and for the first time, you can hear your own inner voice. The second lesson is to remove negativity. Negativity exists everywhere. Some people complain all the time, some blame others for their mistakes, some criticize constantly, some compare instead of appreciating, some pressure others even when they know their limits. You will definitely recognize some of these people in your own life. You cannot avoid negative people completely, so Shetty suggests 3 ways to deal with them. The first is time allocation. Every person has a tolerance limit. Some people you can handle for a day, some for a week, some not even for 5 minutes. Decide in advance how much time you will spend with each person. Don't let their negativity cross your emotional limits. The second method is the 75 to 25 principle. Spend 75% of your time with people who inspire you, support you, and think positively. Spend only 25% or less with people who drain your energy. The third method is simple but powerful. Don't try to solve every problem, and don't get involved in every discussion, especially when you don't have knowledge or control over it. Now, negativity doesn't only come from outside, it also comes from within. To handle internal negativity, Shetty introduces the spot, stop, swap technique. You cannot control thoughts completely. Good and bad thoughts will come, but you can replace them. First, spot the negative emotion. What exactly are you feeling? Second, stop and ask why. What is the root cause of this feeling? Third, swap the thought with a better one. A powerful example is Brian Acton, the co-founder of WhatsApp. He was rejected by Twitter. He was rejected by Facebook. Instead of complaining, he chose gratitude. Later, Facebook bought his app for $19 billion. Rejection was the salt. Perspective was the water. A small glass tastes salty, a large pitcher doesn't. If your perspective is large, failures and rejections cannot poison your life. Another powerful idea is emotional detachment. Instead of saying, "I am angry" or "I am sad," say, "I am feeling angry" or "I am feeling sad." This small shift reminds you that emotions are temporary. You are not the emotion, you are the observer. The third lesson is to know your intention. If you achieve something and still feel empty, your intention was wrong. Every action has an intention behind it. Some actions are driven by fear, some by desire, some by duty, some by love. Many people want to become rich, but even after becoming rich, they don't feel satisfied because being rich is not the real desire. Money is often a surface-level desire. Deep down, people want love, respect, and acceptance. When you understand your true intention, you stop chasing surface-level goals and start fulfilling deeper needs. Clarity of intention leads to purpose, and purpose leads to true satisfaction. The fourth lesson is to know your space and time. Shetty says, location has energy, and time has memory. Different places create different mental states. You study better in a library than in a park, so assign a specific place for specific work. Time works the same way. When you do the same task at the same time every day, your brain remembers it. Eventually, you don't need motivation or reminders. Productivity becomes natural. Same task, same time, same place. Less effort, deeper focus. And the final last lesson is to serve others. Shetty believes that the highest purpose of a human being is to help others. When the work you love also helps the world, it becomes your dharma. This is the same idea described as mission in Ikigai. Help and love work like a circle, not a direct exchange. When you help someone, it doesn't always come back from the same person, but it always comes back in some form. The problem begins when we expect love and help from specific people. The more unconditionally you give, the more life gives back. To summarize the core lessons of Think Like a Monk by Shetty, when you give yourself time and stillness, you hear your inner voice. Remove external negativity with boundaries and internal negativity with awareness. Clarify your intentions to discover your life's purpose. Use time and space intentionally to increase productivity. And above all, serve others. These are the lessons that can help you build a calmer, clearer, and more meaningful life. If you want to go deeper, read the book yourself. Thank you for listening.